Hey, what's up everyone? I just thought I'd do a quick video here of something I'm working on now. And before I go any further, I'm going to link my email down in the comments here. If any of you are interested in what I'm about to show you here, drop me an email. Okay, let's get into this. As a lot of you probably know, if you've watched my previous videos, any of my previous videos, both my son and I have Q1 Hummers, so we got two of these things. My buddy's got two of them. Our two we've completely decked out. I've done a bunch of modifications to them, including increasing the power, the torque, with the torque mod to give better acceleration, better hill climbing ability, be able to reach your top speed faster than stock versions of the same scooter. Totally customized the look of them. Added upgrades. Brake lights, bring the brake light out to the rear fender. Just a whole slew of other things. Basically, what I've done now is I've gone and picked up another Q1 Hummer that I'm completely rebuilding, customizing, and then I'm going to get rid of it. So I thought I'd just do a video here today on what that's going to kind of look like, how it's coming together. And a lot of people order these Q1s and they're not happy with them, maybe because the acceleration isn't good with the new controllers they're using. A lot of the problems are doing the shipment. I don't know if they aren't shipped past good or whatever, but damage in shipment, so people will tend to send some of these things back. So if any of you have seen my videos, you probably realize that I know what I'm doing with these things. I enjoy working on them. I think it's a really great scooter as long as all the kinks are worked out of them. As long as you got the brakes adjusted properly. When I first got mine, the wiring's kind of messed up, so I had some problems, but being able to fix things like this, I just delved into it and took care of it. Once I got everything worked out, these are great scooters. That's my opinion, and especially for the price that you can get these for an open box scooter, around $1,000 or less. If you can do some work on them, like I said, I've done other videos on that. Anyway, just want to show you what I'm doing now. So I've got this one here, and I've got it pretty much torn down right now. I'm waiting for some parts to come from Qiewa. I'm waiting on a new controller and a brake rotor. Brake rotor was damaged in shipping. And as you can see, I've already gotten started on it. I got the thing completely torn down. Basically just got the chassis sitting here. I've got the sides decked out in this kind of a galaxy look, blue purplish galaxy with stars on it. Carry that all up onto the stem here, and of course all around the front of the chassis as well. So that's looking pretty good. I like the way that looks. Okay, so I just threw the deck on it to give you an idea what that looks like. Just set it on top there, and basically it's the same, kind of star galaxy look, with the kind of shape of a wolf's head as the galaxy or nebula or whatever. So that's kind of how it's going to look. I think it looks pretty sharp. Some things I'm going to do this is, right now I'm getting rid of the gold. I'm going to paint the shock bodies, and also the wheels, the front and back wheels, to get rid of the gold color. And I'm going with this metallic blue look, which should match good with this this color scheme I got going on here. So the rims, front and rear rims, are going to be this color blue. These gold shocks are going to be this color blue. The rear motor mount, I'm going to paint that color. The rear fender, I'm going to use the galaxy look on top, but the sides will be that metallic blue. So it should look pretty sharp when I'm done. A couple things I'm doing to it. Number one, I'm adding the rear fender modification. You can see here's the fender bracket from the original. Here's the one I'm adding. You can see it's twice as thick and it's taller. The original one on the fender came up to, you can see where where it was mounted there. Came up about that high. So not only is it not that wide, there's more room up here all the way to the top where the first bend is. This allows this thing to vibrate and shake a lot. Eventually, with this bracket, these things will crack right around these holes because they just got the screws coming through. They don't have any big washers or anything on them. Just screws going through to this. Puts all the stress right on these points. Weakens the metal after time, after vibration, and this thing will crack right down the middle around these holes. I did this to both mine and my son's. Got a better bracket, wider bracket, and it's going to mount on here, and it's going to go all the way up to that first bend in the fender. So that's going to strengthen that thing tremendously. I'm going to put, actually drill a third hole, put another mounting screw up through here, and then on the other side I'm going to use some larger washers so it distributes the force at a wider point instead of just everything being right there on those 2 screws. Also, I'm going to use some of that shoe glue in between the bracket and the fender, so that's going to eliminate any noise coming from this thing. And this thing's going to be rock solid on there. You won't have a problem with this fender, as the stock ones do. I've done this both mine and my son's, but after they even cracked, I didn't even notice it. The one day they came loose, and I noticed these were cracked all the way from this bottom hole down, a big crack all the way through it. I did this mod for our scooters for that reason, and even with those fenders cracked, those things are rock solid now. They're not going anywhere. So this one has no damage to it yet, so this thing's going to solid up that back fender and make it stable. Okay, so that's one of the things I'm doing to it. As I said, I'm painting this other stuff, the wheels, the shocks, get rid of the gold, the rear swing arm, and such with this metallic blue to go along with the look here. Side lights, you can see I got everything pulled off right now. No side lights, no kickstand. I'll be putting that back on. The side lights will not be the white stock side lights that they currently have. I'm going to add some RGB light strips in there. If you've seen some of my videos with mine and my son's, we have the LED board that has different patterns, different colors. I'm putting that same thing in these side lights. So these side lights, you'll be able to choose different colors, different color schemes, different patterns, moving LEDs, where the LEDs will be moving back and forth and such, and that really sets these things off. That's a nice upgrade, so I'm going to add that to it. I'm going to add the torque mod to the controller, new controller when I get it. Go do the brake light bypass, so you still have your brake lights after doing the torque mod. I'm going to put the rear brake light strip on the fender. So right now, currently, the brake lights are way back up here on the chassis, and once you get the motor mount on there and your rear tire, there's no brake lights on the back. It's kind of like in the middle of the scooter. Yeah, they do light up pretty bright, but they don't really look like brake lights so much. If you've seen one of my other videos, I did a modification where I put the brake light strip, a strip LED right on the back of the fender here for the brake lights. I'm going to do that to this as well. And yeah, so this thing should look pretty sharp when I'm done. It's going to run good because it's going to have the torque mod. It's going to get you up to the top speed. I imagine with my weight, I'm 180 pounds. With the torque mod on that new controller, I believe I will be able to hit 33 miles per hour, real miles per hour, GPS verified, not just saying that. I know on Qiewa states the top speed is 37 miles per hour. Not going to happen with these scooters. All scooter manufacturers do that. If you got a perfect world, if you got somebody that weighs 30 pounds riding it, and there's a backwind or something, you're going slightly downhill, yeah, maybe you could hit 37. But honestly, these things with 180-pound rider weight like myself will get up to about, if you got the right amount of air in your tires, you got the settings all correct, you can get up to about 33, maybe 34 miles per hour. And thing is, with the torque mod I'm going to do to this, you'll get up to that top speed a whole heck of a lot quicker. And that's the thing, it gives you faster acceleration, the torque mod does, gives you better hill climbing ability, and that's the reason why I did that. One other thing, this scooter I got, it was an open box scooter. It had 8 miles on it when I got it, 8 total miles. By the time I'm done with it, I'm going to put some miles on it to test it, make sure everything's good. So I estimate I'll have about 40 miles. I'll have about 40 miles on the scooter when I'm done with it. I said I'm waiting for some parts coming from Qiewa, new controller, brake rotor. I expect I'll get those within 2 weeks, and I expect to have this thing put back together and ready to go within 3 weeks from now. And I'm uploading this video the same day I'm making it, so this is current 3 weeks from when this video first comes up. This thing should be ready to go. I'll add some updates as I'm going along. Once I get the wheels and everything painted and kind of get things start getting it put back together, and then once it's completely done, I'll keep adding some quick updates, some quick new videos on how the progress of this thing's going. Keep you guys up to date on it. That's about it for this one. Just want to show you guys what I'm doing here. Again, I got my email down in the comments. If anyone have any questions or just hit me up on an email. All right, guys, take care. Peace.